Today we are diving into a topic that's been making headlines. Cape Town was declared the best city in the world. As someone who has spent time in both Cape Town and in other African major cities, I want to take a step back and critically reflect on what this title really means. Hey everyone, welcome to Plan B, Back to Africa. I'm Wayne, and on this channel I share my journey of leaving behind Germany and Europe to settle on the African continent, and I share my experience about living in different parts of this beautiful continent, as well as business and investment opportunities. Now, without any delay, let's dive straight into today's topic. If you've been following my channel, you might remember a video I made a few months ago where I compared Nairobi and Cape Town. And back then I ranked Cape Town higher than Nairobi and even made plans of moving to Cape Town and settle there for good. However, after spending more time in Nairobi, I've had a change of heart. And I think it's important to explain why, especially now that Cape Town has been ranked the best city in the world. First off, let me be clear, Cape Town is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Its natural beauty is unmatched. The beaches, the vineyards, Table Mountain. It's a paradise for nature lovers like me. And even though I decided to settle in Nairobi, I can still imagine living in Cape Town one day because of its stunning landscape and slower pace of life. But here's the thing, Cape Town is not without its challenges. After spending more time in Nairobi, I realized that I value inclusivity, diversity, and community far more than I thought. Nairobi reminds me a lot of my time in Johannesburg. Fast-paced, energetic, vibrant, and most importantly, not segregated. Nairobi, just as Johannesburg, is a city where people of all backgrounds coexist and collaborate in ways that feel authentic and empowering. Cape Town, on the other hand, still carries the weight of its brutal apartheid history, and you can feel it in the way the city is structured and experienced. So let's address the elephant in the room. Cape Town's segregation. While Cape Town has been declared as the best city in the world in 2025 by Time Out magazine and is being marketed as a paradise, the sad reality is that it feels like it has been designed around a European-centric experience and only lightly adapted to fit an African context. Many Black visitors, including myself, notice the clear divide in the city. For example, when I stayed in Commerce for a week, I barely saw any Black people. Imagine this on the African continent. The only Black people that I saw during the entire week were the workers in cafes, bars, and shops. And yes, it's a beautiful area, but also alienating. And honestly, this is where we need to question Cape Town's ranking as the best city in the world. Because I wonder how much weight was given to the lived experience of Black South Africans. You know, I seriously ask myself, were the judges sipping wine in Stellenbosch and chilling in Camps Bay? Or did they visit Khayelitsha or Langa to understand the socio-economic realities of the majority? And I also want to challenge the way many tourists approach Cape Town. When they visit Cape Town, and I personally know people in my circle who had the same approach when visiting Cape Town for the first time, they are drawn to the beauty, the beaches, the wine estates, but they don't want to engage with the city's dark past and the country's dark past in general. And to be honest, I feel like this is a missed opportunity. In my honest opinion, traveling, especially traveling to the African continent, shouldn't be just about relaxing and enjoying a beautiful view. And yes, it's important to relax and have a good time, but in my opinion, traveling, especially traveling to the African continent, should be also about learning about the socio-political and economic realities of the people who call this place their home. And so Cape Town's beauty should not overshadow the fact that it's a city that is still grappling with its violent and painful and traumatic legacy of apartheid. You know, when we visit, we have a responsibility to understand and engage with these realities and not just gloss over them. And you know, this is also why I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Johannesburg. Josie feels alive in a way that Cape Town doesn't. It's vibrant. The parties and the music scene in Johannesburg, and I'm a big fan of Amapiano, are on another level. And the city is energetic, and to me what is most important, it's inclusive and unapologetically African. I felt that in Johannesburg there's a much stronger sense of community than in Cape Town. Honestly, I didn't feel a sense of community in Cape Town at all. And in Johannesburg, just like in Nairobi, there's no feeling of separation or alienation based on race. And don't get me wrong, Cape Town definitely has its strengths. Its natural beauty, for example, and tranquility make it a perfect place for people who value solitude like me. However, at this stage in my life, I need a city that energizes me, that challenges me, and most importantly, that reflects the diversity and dynamism of Africa. At the end of the day, I'm not here to discredit Cape Town or its achievements. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and I can absolutely see why so many people love Cape Town. But I think we need to critically reflect on what it means to call it the world's best city. I mean, honestly, what criteria are we using? Are we prioritizing beauty over inclusivity? And are we ignoring the lived experiences of Black South Africans who feel alienated in their own city? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. We need to be able to talk about this, not just about Cape Town, but about any place that we visit. Traveling is about more than ticking boxes on a list or taking Insta-worthy photos. It's about engaging with the place on a deeper level, with the lived experience of the people, with the history of that place, with the cultures. So next time you visit Cape Town, I urge you to look beyond the beautiful beaches and vineyards. Learn about the legacy and the history of apartheid. Don't just visit Robben Island. There are so many places that educate about the legacy and the history of apartheid. For instance, the District 6 Museum. There you will learn how and why Cape Town was designed and segregated in the way it is still today. Why white South Africans enjoy the prime locations in Cape Town, while most Black South Africans can't afford living in these areas and instead are forced to live in the dangerous areas and townships like Khayelitsha or Langa. This is something that you should inform yourself about, to not just understand the way the city is being designed, but also to understand the lived experience of the majority. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with Cape Town's ranking as the best city in the world? And what was your experience in Cape Town like? I'd love to hear from you, and I look forward to see you next time. Bye!